channel that combines sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. I'd love for you to, as the Utes of 20 years ago say, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so I will always be in your soul forever. Alright, as I said up top, this is our Crinkles and Rip series, which is our little way of starting your weekend off with a little bit of relaxation via sports cards. And one of the more popular triggers around, at least for us, the Crinkle series. Crinkles, the crinkle sounds, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. I decided I wanted to go old school today. I have this pack of 1988 score. This is one of my favorite sets of cards, even though I don't think, there's a lot of value left in this set. And it's definitely the really expansion of the junk wax era, but I do love score cards. They changed the game. If you were there in 1988, you know. Here's the thing. They've got 17 player cards and one Magic Motion trivia card. That's huge. 17 cards. Huge, huge. And they were photo quality cards. Right there. Photo quality. So, you know the deal. I'm going to crinkle. And then we're going to rip. If you want to jump to the rip, there is a link down below. Alright. Sorry. Had to adjust my headphones there. You don't care about that, right? I do. exhibition stadium. Nah, most of us don't, or don't want to. October 6, 1985. Phil Niekro, then of the New York Yankees, wins his 300th game. Kurt Stillwell, Doug DeCinces, former Baltimore Oriole mainstay. Rich Gedman, behind home plate on Bob Stanley's wild pitch in the 1986 World Series. Here's Mr. No-Hitter loser himself, Andy Hopkins. I always have a special place in my heart for Andy as a Yankee fan. John Habian of the Baltimore Orioles. It's a good card. I enjoy that shot. This is what Score promised. Great, clear, crisp action shots. Shot in 480p. Stan Javier. Beautiful card. The green. The yellow accents play well with the Oakland colors there. This is a great card. I'm very happy for Stan Javier. Here is the staple of the late 80s card collecting world, Vaughn Hayes. Jim Clancy. I know he looks like he's the guy your dad says can change your tires for cheap if you just go down to a shop tomorrow at 8 a.m. But he was a great pitcher during this era. One of the best closers in the game when closers were not as valued, John Franco. Juan Acosta, not a valued closer, but that is a good shot. It looks like me that the third song at a wedding reception. Jeff Blauser, who would have a pretty good run in the early 90s as a shortstop for Atlanta. And finally, Jay Aldridge of the Milwaukee Brewers. Alright. That was at the greatest pack ever. No. And much like USA Today, I appreciated Score with the color coding right there. I always love that. So, let's take another look at this pack. And hopefully you get some relaxation out of the cards being flipped in front of you. Now, there's no cards of value for now, but I will say this. I am going to set aside this Will Clark. Will Clark is, by all accounts, when he was playing, not the nicest man, but he was intense. He was a winner. And he was one of my favorites of this era. This is him in mid-swing, and this is truly one of my favorite swings of all time in Major League Baseball. Who are some of your favorite swings? You better believe I want to know in the comment section down below. Let's do a little forced engagement. Hey, thank you all for hanging out with me, the Sports Card Doctor, on this edition of Crinkles and Rips. Hopefully your weekend is starting off right, or whenever you're watching and listening to this. I hope you have a good day, or as Will Clark would say, I hope you finish second to me. We'll see you next time here on Sports Card ASMR.